Yeah.
Hi, Howard, Gary, how's it
Hiya.
going?
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey
Yeah.
guys.
We got, do you know Chris Gibbon, Gary, Howard?
Howard. Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, great. There we go now. So there we are.
Still on the throne, Gary.
You can't tell. I won't flush it.
All right, Paul.
Yeah. All right.
So, go on then. What's been happening? Howard, anything exciting? You've put some great pictures up there on the Facebook the other day.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, yeah, it was quite good down the other day. I just been having a quick laugh at that Mike put up about dry robes on I Love Lang. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
He mentions me and everybody else, I think. It's true, mind. There's loads down there yesterday and today.
Yeah. It seems to be common day wear now around Mumbles. It's getting very strange. There's people around in flip-flops with the dry robe on. It just doesn't make sort of sense. They've not been near the water.
The winter ones are expensive. They're about 180 quid. Then they wear them all the way, they're walking down to the beach from Mumbles, walking around town, everywhere in them.
Are they just toweling?
They're toweling inside and waterproof on the outside. I got a very thin one, but they're only about 25 quid they are.
Are they any warmer than anything else? There's no battery in them or anything. Then they're not heated or anything like that.
No, they're quite warm. They're quite heavy. My daughter's got one. They're really heavy.
You're going back in the day. The hat was the best the warmest you could get, wasn't it? Getting under the shelter.
Yeah.
And what was it? The PVC Mac or something? What was it called?
Yeah.
It used to make you sweat inside. It used to be wetter inside than outside.
That's right. Yeah, I had one of those.
Yeah, I don't know. Was there ever a name for them? Just plastic Mac, wasn't it?
K-Ways or something like that. No, plastic Mac, yeah.
What are all those? What are all those sheep chasing you, Mike?
I don't know. They just moved in.
He's just
say my concubines.
Some very smart ones there, mate.
Yeah.
He's just bumped up in RAM on his computer.
Yeah. Talking of jackets, I remember. I think I bought one. You were shot, Dave. One of the Hang 10. They were fantastic. That lasted me for about 4 years. That did. I'm sure it was a Hang 10 jacket.
Oh, one of the original ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the bill.
Yeah, with the sort of toweling inside.
Oh, it's like the storm jackets.
Only 4 years, do you say?
Well,
I had mine for about
I think
you still got it.
I was going to say I still got mine.
Yeah.
I probably got it somewhere.
Yeah. Dave, what those the Catalina jackets, Dave? Were they Bilbo?
No, the Catalina were it's another company, Californian.
I had the light one and the tower line one, the red one. I had for years. They were good.
Oh, they were older ones, weren't they?
Yeah, were they storm jackets? The one with the linen inside.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah,
we used to have some red ones for the lifeguards, just plastic or whatever on the outside.
Were they the forerunners to dry suits or dry? What do you call them? Dry things. What do you call them?
Dry robes.
Umbrellas.
Dry suits.
It might be.
Hang 10 jacket with toweling in lining.
Yeah, it might be.
Forerunner to a dry robe, wasn't it?
And they had for the zip attached to it was a mini surfboard with Catalina on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a Californian brand.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, there was some good. Then like older copied stuff, and that's how that all came about.
Right. Okay.
Would you know where they were made?
What, the Catalina ones or the older ones?
The older ones.
The older ones were made in Devon, in
They were, yeah?
Ludang,
Right.
in the farm,
Sort of makes
older
sense.
farm. They actually made them there, you know.
Well, the older jackets, yeah.
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 Mm. It was a nice little industry for everybody back then, wasn't it? Before sort of worldwide sort of got involved in it.
Yeah, then everything went to China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When all the jackets came out, I stopped wearing my Hang Ten jacket
Yeah.
because everybody's just wearing all the jackets which were taken off the Hang Ten jacket, the original. So I stopped.
That's right. Yeah.
Because I think there was only about 4 colours, wasn't it? They were all sort of quite luminous colours, weren't they? I think I had a blue one, but
it was
there was a red and
it was pink,
fluorescent.
green, and putrid plum, and there was a red one as well, wasn't there?
There's a red, blue.
Blue one, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then they started swapping all the colours around, different sleeves, and different colour sleeves to bodies and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I suppose
They were a lovely fit as well. They were really comfortable.
Yeah, they were taken straight off that Hang Ten one, as Con said.
Yeah.
It was
so it's easy.
You can't get much more direct copy than that, can you? It was a classic one. That
Yeah,
one.
that's great.
Bob at his best, eh?
You can still buy Hang Ten stuff now, can't you?
Yeah, but it's
yeah. The only trouble is you can buy it in the States. It's really good.
Right.
But they sold the rights to Europe to the guy from Plymouth, who then started doing it all on, cheapy stuff and doing it on price.
So Hang Ten went out the window in Europe, basically, because it was all, they did the fatal error of buying stuff cheap from China, using a Hang Ten decal and then charging a fucking new earth for it.
Yeah.
So were Hang Ten originally from, was it California or something?
California, yeah.
But are they the same people now, or have they sort of moved on now? They sold off.
Oh, I guess they sold on, I would have thought.
Yeah.
I went to their factory in the early days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you did a lot of looking around in the States, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's
good.
But against the tax then, Dave?
No, they were good because they then started supplying me with stuff, which was there was stuff you bought off me. The original stuff was Hang Ten seconds, but they were so minute. If they had a stripe going along across the front, and it didn't quite match the one going across the back, it was a second. So they sold me all those,
I don't remember reading that on the sign when I bought.
Yeah.
Hey, get a claim there, mate.
Yeah, that was before the. But no, it was. The thing is, you wouldn't want to pay their prices originally. I mean, a ridiculous price for those striped shirts and things.
Yeah, right.
But it's like everything, isn't it? I think if you got a quality, and it is quality, you don't mind for it then.
Yeah.
It's when you're paying just for the name and all they do is change the label after it's made in Taiwan that it's not so good.
Yeah. No, California, they had their own factory producing everything.
Right. Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I was saying to Howard about your photos. Did you find? I didn't read it in the end.
Yeah,
because,
we can do that. Yeah.
Just gets lost, and then in years to come, people will be looking at it and say, "I wonder who they are."
Yeah, we can do that.
Who's the sexy boy? Who's the sexy boy of the little short song?
One of the ones I was skateboarding on, I had one of those first Bilbo waterproof light jackets, Dave. With the zip up front, the yellow one, I think it was.
Oh, that would have been later than that then. Would have been later than 66.
No, I think it was 66. I had a white one and a yellow one. When did we go down? 68. We all went down to Newquay, didn't we? I only had them then. So it must
Yeah,
have been.
I came to Wales in 68.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we had them. I don't know how we got them, but we had them before that.
No, all right. Yeah.
Capstan House sell
They
some
sold
nice,
they sold built the Bilbo stuff, yeah.
because I remember the first brand new surfboard I bought was a Tiki in Capstan House. I put in my old Bilbo in a Part X for it.
Right.
And the Bilbo I bought from Colin Presty.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or late 66, sorry.
Yeah.
That was a Tiki from Abergavenny then.
Yeah, it must have been, yeah, because I was in South Africa then.
Because they had some nice, really good stuff in Capstan House. Jeff was working there, Grandad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Roger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I met Grandad actually in Capstan House.
Was it?
Yeah.
Roger Owen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Roger
His father ran the business.
Roger Max, no? Something like that? No.
Roger Owen, I think it was.
Sam.
Yeah, Roger Owen, yeah.
Yeah.
Say hello to Sam.
Most people had a Tiki first, and I don't know if they were a little bit cheaper, or perhaps you weren't around then, Dave.
I've never.
No, yeah. As I say, I came up in 68.
Yeah, thank you.
But I remember having bought from your shop, my second one, and every Saturday for about 3 weeks, you used to say, "Oh, they're coming in, they're coming in, they're coming in."
That's right. That's right. The van used to get stuck on the Orse ferry and things.
Yeah, and then as you were unloading them from the van, people were grabbing them and sort of holding on to them. So, I'm having this one.
Yeah, I got this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had a Tiki in my life.
No, I never had one.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah, I got a
Danger.
No, I didn't. Yeah,
So you're basically fucked, Chris. You're surrounded by Bilbo lovers.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, I still
talking about boards, what first board was yours? What was your first board, Mike?
Tiki.
What?
8'8" Tiki at Swallowtail.
Youngster.
I was a 9'2" Bill Bailey.
Yeah. Okay. Sam?
Mine was a short one, 9'10" Bilbo.
That's what I had, 9'10" Bilbo, but that was my first fiberglass board. Before that, we were surfing the ones in the lifeguard at the 12 foot marine ply with the rubber bunging. You come out under the bung.
Actually,
That was my first.
My first board, some of the boys had gotten a couple. I think Neil Page had one.
Yeah,
and
Neil.
We were going down to Llangennith, and I'd arranged to try out this board that I must have picked up in Horton or somewhere. And I picked it up, and it literally was, wooden sides. It was in fact, my brother, who was into sort of the kayaking period of England, late 50s, early 60s, he made his own, and it was wooden sides, hardboard over a frame, and you sat on it and paddled it, a bit like a stand-up, but literally you didn't stand up, you just paddled it. And mine was a bit like that. It was a huge thing. I mean, I tried it out, got it rolling, but then just took it back to the place. Said, thanks very much, but it took me ages to take it down to the beach, man. But when you somebody said about the Ost Ferry, I got photographs of me, Terry Greenslade, Neil Page and Mike Cox going down to pick our boards from Newquay. And of course, the bridge wasn't there then. So we went down on the ferry. And in the background are the towers of the bridge. So that's...
right.
Post those photos up, Sam.
Yeah, I'll find it.
What board did you have, Gary?
First one was plywood and reinforced steel rails, I think.
Concrete?
Well, it felt like it because I was about 11 years old and I could just about drag it down the beach. I couldn't carry that bloody thing.
Yeah, good one. What was yours, Biscuit?
Mine was, we talked about it the other week. It was
that was the other week. I can't remember. Yesterday, no, not the other.
right, sorry. It was a second-hand 8'3" Bilbo.
Oh yeah.
Bought off Dave. Plain white deck and a green fin, fixed fin with a half red underneath.
And it never got wet.
Never go. Well, I never.
Well, the bottom got wet, but the top never got not wet because he was always. What about you, Paul? Did you have a board?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Never
Yeah.
got going. My brother did. Jeremy did quite a bit of surfing with Vince Bevan and a few of them in the olden days. You know.
Yeah.
Paul didn't need a board. He was expert body surfer. Art body, wasn't it? And get that pocket of air underneath there and just come in on the wave.
I did have a belly board that the old man made for me, but he didn't understand the dynamics of surfing. It was a straight board, and when I surfed it in, it dug in a sand and just winded me. I was struggling up the beach.
But you used the ones in lifeguard, don't we? Had all sorts.
Oh yeah, we did have those. Yeah.
Hey,
naturally, I use a mal. I use a mal in the competition and everything, you know. But so that's the nearest I actually got to surfing, you know. Still actually doing it.
Oh, your father gave you a wardrobe door but didn't take the handle off it.
Hey, Mike. Hang on a second.
In the early 70s, Viv Gans and I bought the first Maury Boogie off Dave when he was in Chapel Street. We have great fun on those. Excellent boards on body surfing.
Yeah.
When you were in Chapel Street, Dave, that was early days of the skateboarding, and I remember I got boots from somewhere, leather boots, and I got the bases from you, the bases in the trucks from you, and I had my leather boots which I fitted to them, and I'm not sure if they're the same boots. I've still got them in my shed somewhere because I remember, here's a bit of history, when the first time they built the ramp in Lilliput, before the metal one now, the first incarnation of the ramp must have been about 1980, I don't know, 81, something like that. And I'd given up skating of any kind then, but I always carried, they were always in the van. So late one night, when nobody was looking, I parked the van up. It must have been about 2 o'clock. I would think I was on my way home from work in one of the nightclubs in town. And I went down to the ramp, put my skates on, and I thought, right, here we go, on my skates. And I got back and forth a couple of times, but I'd forgotten a bit of what I used to learn, because I think not long before that, I used to do a roller disco in the top rank. And I took a whole coach load of people down to, where was it now? Bournemouth, I think, where they had a park. It was both the sort of a BMX and skate. And we all went down there, and it was bowls and everything, dropping in, big air. I remember one of my worst times when we went over to Ilfracombe, when I used to do the disco cruises. There was a similar skate park in Ilfracombe. And there was a lovely drop-in bowl about 12 foot deep, into it, up, out the other side. Oh, great, made the lip. And then I actually cleared the lip. And in a split second, I forgot to turn around to come down. No. And I came down backwards, slammed on my, I'm glad I had my wrist supports on. So that was my big air days.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Hey guys.
Hang on a second. We finished the last bit of it. We were talking about first boards, Kit.
All right.
What was your first board?
Skateboard or surfboard?
Don't get
surfboard.
Don't get skateboard. He did surfboard.
Surfboard was that tiki.
Oh, another tiki.
Oh, another tiki man.
A big V wedge tail.
Ah, big V bottom wedge.
Was 26 inches wide, huge V bottom on it.
Yeah, with a 10-foot fin.
Yeah, I could never turn it.
Yeah, right. straight
I said
line.
you had to have a 10-foot fin because the back ends were so floaty that you pushed stuff out the way. Didn't you?
Yeah. Excellent.
Worst design in the world, they were.
Was that when Tiki was in the dens on that little corner shop?
Yeah, in the old
Where chocolate shop is now or something?
no,
Yeah.
it was in the sandfields. It was
Yeah.
in
Right,
the
Capstan House.
Capstan
Yeah,
House.
the beach.
Yeah, Capstan House. Yeah.
Oh, well, look, who occupied that spot there then in the
That
dens?
was Tiki.
That was Tiki because Johnny Kent was running
All right.
that. Yeah.
I remember Robin's place in Klein Gardens. Robin Bramwell, he had a place up in Blackpill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.